Now see over here, before sharing the screen of OneNote, let me show you one link that I already shared in the group. Okay. Now, can you able to see this? This link, right? I have shared in this your WhatsApp group. Right, link of Microsoft OneNote books. Okay. So if you open this link in Google Chrome or any browser, okay, wait, yes. So you can see over here, you can access each and every our class notes from here, right? That class notes from June 8th, June 10th, June 12th, right? Any class notes you can access from here. Let me show you this. You can access this from mobile as well as from laptop or desktop as well. Laptop or desktop will be preferable option. So because from that you can see this in much more clear way. Okay. As well as the better thing is what I will suggest you that either are accessing this from laptop or mobile. Do one thing, just print this, right? Print this in PDF form. Print this means you don't need to print. You just save this as PDF. See, so this PDF will be available to you. Okay. So each class notes PDF will be available to you like this. So you can this as PDF, right? Just in printer, save as PDF, do save as or click save as PDF option or choose save as PDF option. So PDF of each class notes can be available to you in this manner. So any doubt in this? Okay. Now let us start our today's class. So is it clear to you everyone? Please give me some response.
Yes.
Type in chat box, don't speak. So am I audible to you? Can you hear me now? I have changed few device option, so please inform me. Can you hear me? Is my voice audible to you completely? Mr. Abhishek, please stop your video. Right, and I have already explained you about subjective test, isn't it? Haven't I? I have explained about subjective test, na? Right. I'll post in group today or tomorrow. I'll try to post all of these things today. Okay. So where were we now? We're discussing tandem 4, isn't it? Quadratic equations. And I think I've shown you tandem 4.4 in last class. That what is discriminant and okay, I think this is here. Yes. So what is discriminant, and from this discriminant, how we can classify nature of roots, right? So I have given you to write all of this in formula book and regular book as well as. And I have given you in regular book, just try in-class exercise and homework 10M 4.4. So type your doubts of in-class exercise and homework of 10M 4.4 in chat box. Clearly mention that either it is in-class exercise or homework. Okay. New section 1 is also empty, na? So first let me remove this. Is it? Yes. Okay. So this is our, in today's class, we are going to see 10M 4.4 only. So in class exercise 4-5, homework 6-7 and advanced question 2-3. Sorry, not 1-2. Okay, no problem, Dhruv. So what about other awkward doubts? Okay, in class exercise 6-7 as well. Okay, 6-7. Homework 8-9 as well. Okay. So in class exercise, you are telling that fifth question, homework 3 and seventh, second one. Okay. Okay. Any other doubts? Homework in first question also you are having doubt. First, fifth and 11th. होमवर्क में 11 क्वेश्चन कहाँ से आ गया? टोटल क्वेश्चंस तो 9 है मिस्टर जैन. 11th क्वेश्चन कहाँ से आ गया? I see 6-7. Okay. Okay. So let us start from here. और कोई डाउट होंगे तो वो कवर हो जाएंगे. ठीक है, आप साथ में बता देना. I see 5th 6 already there. और भी कोई डाउट है तो लिख दो. If you are having any other doubt, you can type in chat box. चलो तो शुरू करते हैं. राइट, इन क्लास एक्सरसाइज होमवर्क 5 सारे क्वेश्चन आपके आ ही गए हैं यहाँ पे लिस्ट में. चलो, in class exercise question number 4, the value of k for which the equation kx square minus 4x plus 4 equal to 0. Value of k for which equation kx square minus 4x plus 4 equal to 0 has real and equal roots. So type in chat box what is the condition for real and equal roots. Everyone type in chat box, reply me privately. What is the condition for real and equal roots? Yes. So for real and equal roots, my discriminant should be equal to 0. So what is the formula of discriminant? Raise your hand. I will ask you, I'll unmute you and I will ask you, raise your hand. What is the formula for discriminant? Raise your hand everyone, quickly. What is the formula for discriminant? Sanjana. Sanjana, I'm trying to unmute you. Yes. Can you speak?
B square minus 4AC.
Very good. Good. Okay. Now see. Square minus 4AC. So, okay, how I can find A, B, and C? So it is simple, right? I'll compare this with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So here my a is equal to k, b is equal to minus 4, and c equal to 4. Okay. So discriminant will be equal to b square minus 4 square minus 4. A is k and c is also 4. So discriminant is 0. 4 square is 16, minus 4 fours are 16k. So therefore minus 16k will come to left hand side, it will become plus 16k. So 16k equal to 16. So therefore k is equal to 16 by 16. So therefore k is equal to 1. Okay. So 1 is the value of k for which this system or this quadratic equation is having real and equal roots. So next question. So after question number 4, you are having doubt in question 5, 6, 7 continuously. Let us see question number 5. Find the values of k for which you have to find value or values of k for which k minus 4x square plus 2 times k minus 4x plus 4 equal to 0 has equal and real roots. So same condition, equal and real roots. Recently we have seen that for equal and real roots, what is the condition? Our discriminant should be 0. Same condition, isn't it? That our discriminant should be 0. So here our discriminant should be 0. Now, again, what is the formula of discriminant? तो रिसेंटली संजना ने बताया बी स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac. चलो यहाँ से a, b और c की वैल्यू कौन बताएगा? रेज योर हैंड. Who will tell me values of a, b and c? Raise your hand quickly. Okay. Let me do one thing. I can do one thing over here so that okay, are you able to see this screen? And I've just changed its few settings. Okay, great. This is good. Okay. So where were we now? Yes. So just raise your hand. I will PNC. So who will tell me here? Yes, यश बोलो a की वैल्यू क्या होगी, b की वैल्यू क्या होगी, c की वैल्यू क्या होगी?
सर a equals to k minus 4.
Okay, A आपका k minus 4, B
2k minus 8,
2 times, okay, 2k minus 4 or 2 times k minus 4, or C.
4.
Very good, thank you. So these are your values of A, B and C. For here, if you see, so D is your B square minus 4AC. If I put all these values in this equation, so therefore D is 0, B square is 2 times k minus 4 whole square. Okay, wait. My voice is very low. Wait. What about now? Is it still low? Can you hear my voice? No. Means no means what? No means you can hear or not. Audible, na? Okay, great. Okay, thank you. So B square minus 4AC. So here minus 4. A is k minus 4 and C is 4. So this will become 0 is equal to 2 square, that is 4, k minus 4 whole square, minus 4 4s are 16, k minus 4. So better is first you take k minus 4 common from here. So in first bracket we will left with 4 into k minus 4. In second bracket will be left with 16. Or better you can take 4 into k minus 4 common, isn't it? So in first bracket you will be having only k minus 4, and in second bracket you will be having 4. Okay, so therefore 0 is equal to 4 times k minus 4. In another bracket we will be having k minus 8. Minus 4 will become minus 8. So if you compare this with 0, so here k minus 4 will be equal to 0, or k minus 8 will be equal to 0. So therefore k will be equal to 4, or k will be equal to 8. So we are having these two answers. Is it clear now? In earlier case we got only one value of k, and here we got two values of k. Okay, for same condition. So next question. So let us see question number. This is our question number 5. Now question number 6. Find the value of m in terms of p and q. We have to find value of m in terms of p and q. Find the value of m in terms of p and q such that quadratic equation p minus q whole square x square plus 2 times p square minus q square x plus m equal to 0 has equal roots given that p is not equal to q. So these are few conditions for this question. So what is our aim? We have to write m in terms of p and q. So same condition is there. it should have equal roots. So for equal roots, your discriminant should be equal to 0. And what will be your value of a, b, and c over here? Okay. Who will tell me values of a, b, and c? Just raise your hand. Who will tell me values of a, b, and c? Disha? Tell me what is a over here, what is b, and what is c? Miss Disha, can you hear me? Abhishek? Hello, Abhishek. Yes, voice is breaking. Wait. No issue. Yes, Disha, don't worry. You all can hear me, right? Now see over here. So here, what will be my A? A will be p minus q whole square. B will be 2 times p square minus q square, and C is m. Okay. So for equal roots, B is equal to 0. Therefore, b square minus 4ac equal to 0. Therefore, what is b? 2 times p square minus q square whole square. A is p minus q whole square. C is m equal to 0. So 2 square is 4. It is p square minus q square. P square minus q square can be further factorized as p minus q and p plus q, and both will get square. Minus 4 times p minus q whole square into m equal to 0. So 4 and p minus q whole square can be taken as common. So in first place, we'll be left with p plus q whole square minus m equal to 0. So whenever product of 3 terms is equal to 0, here 4 cannot be equal to 0. So we'll be having either p minus q whole square equal to 0 or p plus q whole square minus m equal to 0. If p minus q whole square equal to 0, that means p minus q equal to 0, because if square will go to that side, it will become square root of 0, it is 0 only. So here we will get p equal to q. On the other hand, here we will get p plus q whole square is equal to m, right? And in the question they have specified that p and q are not same. P and q are not same. So this is not possible. So we are having only single condition. What they are asking us is represent m in terms of p and q. So m is equal to p plus q whole square. This is our answer. Is it clear now? M in terms of p and q. Please give me some response, right? It is clear na? Question number 6. Should I repeat again? Should I repeat it again? Or if you are having doubt in any step, okay, I'm repeating this question once again. See over here. Repeating this question once again. See. In this question, they have given us one quadratic equation which is p minus q whole square into x square plus 2 times p square minus q square into x plus m equal to 0. They are asking us to represent m in terms of p and q when p is not equal to q and this equation is having equal roots. Okay. So for equal roots, we all know that d equal to 0. For equal roots, we should get d equal to 0. What is the equation of d? D is your discriminant. Its equation is b square minus 4ac. So b square minus 4ac should be equal to 0. Now what is a, b and c over here? So this is your a, this is ax square plus bx. What is your b? 2 times p square minus q square plus c. So this is a into x square plus b into x plus c equal to 0. So it is 2 times p square minus q square. B square, what is b? 2 times p square minus q square whole square. 4 is as it is, a is p minus q whole square and c is m. Now here, if I factorize p square minus q square first, so factors of p square minus q square are p minus q and p plus q respectively. Factors of p square minus q square are p minus q and p plus q respectively. Right, factors of p square minus q square are p minus q and p plus q respectively. Now we can apply this square on all the terms. This square will be applicable to this as well as this. So when you apply square on 2 square will become 4. And when you apply square on this term, that is p square minus q square, it will be applicable to both p minus q and p plus q. So it will become p minus q whole square and p plus q whole square. Is it clear or not? And here I am having minus 4 p minus q whole square into m. So from both these terms, I can take 4 into p minus q whole square common, 4 into p minus q whole square common. So in first place, I'll be left with p plus q whole square. And in second place, I'll be left with m. In between, I'm having minus. So I'm having a product of two unknown terms equal to 0. That means one term can be 0 or another term can be 0. Since 4 cannot be equal to 0. So if you are taking first term equal to 0, you will get p equal to q, which is not possible according to the given conditions. And from second conditions, we will get m equal to p plus q whole square. So is it clear? Mauryavardhan, clear your doubt? Mauryavardhan, आपका जो आंसर है वो गलत है, तो कहाँ पे गलती वो क्लियर हुई? Okay. So is it clear now? Shall we move to next question? So okay. So Chinmay, Abhishek, it is clear. Please give me some response so that we can move to next question. Okay, thank you. So this is our question number 6. Now let us start question number 7. You are planning to build a rectangular park. बहुत खुश हुए होंगे ये क्वेश्चन तो देख के, rectangular park. So you are planning to build a rectangular park of perimeter 80 meter. So here it is rectangular park of perimeter 80 meter and area 400 meters square. Is it possible to build it? If yes, what will be the dimensions of the park? चलो सोचते हैं, is it possible or not? Okay. So we all know that in rectangle we are having how many dimensions, students? In rectangle, oh yes, my mistake. Thank you, Pradnya, for correction. So in rectangle we are having two dimensions, right? One dimension is length and another dimension is breadth. So this is our length and this is our breadth. Now let us write these dimensions in the given condition. What is the formula for perimeter of rectangle? Raise your hand. What is the formula for perimeter of rectangle? And what is the formula for area of rectangle? Just raise your hand quickly. Shankar, Shankar, I am trying to unmute you. Shankar, you are unmuted now. Shankar, tell me the formula. Shanti. So, Shanti, I am trying to unmute you. Shanti, are you speaking? I'm not able to hear anything. Okay, so no issue. So let us continue from here only. So here in chat box, many students have answered. So your formula of area is L into B and your perimeter is 2 times L plus B. Okay, your area is 400 and your perimeter is 80. So suppose I am assuming that length of rectangle is x units or meter and width of this rectangle is y meter. So this 400 will become x into y and this will become x plus y. So I have explained you in first day itself, if you are having two equations in which first equation is in product form and another equation is in linear form, or I can say we are having plus or minus in another equation. So this is your case of quadratic equation. How you can convert these equations or this set of equations in quadratic equation? Just from any one of the equation, make y as subject. There is method of substitution. So y will be equal to x minus 40. So let us substitute this y equal to x minus 40 in this equation, that is 400 equal to x into y. So this equation will become 400 is equal to x into y. Y is x minus 40. So my mistake, 40 minus x. Okay, so if I multiply over here with x, so 400 will become 40x minus x square, isn't it? Wait 1 minute. Today one class was missed. Yes. Today is Friday, no? Okay. Yes. No issue. I'll tell them. Okay. So 400 equal to 40x minus x square. So therefore x square will come to left hand side, will become plus x square minus 40x plus 400 equal to 0. Okay. So now you can use factorization or any method. So Tell me factors of 400 such that their sum should be 40. 20 into 20, 2 2s are 4, and 10 into 10 will be 100. So this can be written as x minus 20, x minus 20. So x is equal to 20 or x equal to 20. Both are same only. So what is x over here? Length or width? Length. Implies length is equal to 20 meter. What will be our width? Is equal to y is equal to 40 minus 20. It is also 20 meter. So our answer is yes, we can construct this type of park which is having perimeter 80 meter and area 400 meters square, and dimensions of park will be 20 meter and 20 meter. Yes. So, and every square is rectangle or not? Every square is rectangle or not? This is square only. But what is definition of square?